And that was first batter, Maggio, flying out to center field. Out number 1. Next up, number 5, Casey. First pitch to Casey, swung on. This one also hit to center field. Cameron Dallin getting lots of action early. Out 2. Next up, number 19, Brock. First pitch to Brock, swung on, grounded on the third base line. Foul, strike 1. Second pitch, hit. Oh, gets through the wickets of the second baseman, thrown in from right field, and safe at first base is Brock. It's an E4, as the case were. So with the runner on first now, Hallow is up to bat. DeGrenier throws back over the first, high, and as tall as Race may be. Can't snap that tag now. Brock leading off first, pitch home. Could not see. Liv, did he say strike? That was a strike. I have the most beautiful obstruction in front of me. It's a water bottle. Just past my daughter. Pitch, swung on, popped up. Second base, hauling that ball in for out number 3. And down go the prime. Now, coming up to bat in the bottom of the first inning for the Fury, it's Dallin, Stuber, DeGrenier, and Race. Good start, though. Check, check. And check, check. Weird. Check, check. So interestingly enough, this is playing back through my computer speakers. Can you go and just make sure I'm broadcasting, please? Thank you. Excellent. Thank you. So here's Cameron Dallin stepping in now that Maggio is ready. First pitch to Dallin. In there. Call. Strike one. Second pitch to Cameron. Maggio sets. That one bounces in front of the plate. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike on Dallin. Maggio sets, deals, swung on, foul back to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Dallin. Dallin had a pretty good day yesterday. Hit by a pitch, walked, got a single, legged out a double, came around to score. Holes back on that one, high, ball 2. That pitch misses low, ball 3. Three balls and 2 strikes to Dallin. That pitch misses, bounces back to the backstop, and Cameron has reached first base for a leadoff walk. With a leadoff walk. Dallin leads off first. Maggio looks in, checks back, throw over, not in time, safe. Oh. Hopefully he closes his eyes. You can see Cameron took an extra foot of space, and there he goes. Pitch in there for a strike. Throw down to second, not in time. Safe at second base, Cameron Dallin. So I just got a heads up, and a ball fell about 10 feet away. I'm going to have to step out from underneath my umbrella next time to peek around and see if I can see the ball before it hits me in the face. 1 ball, 1 strike on Stuber. After 2 pitches, Cameron Dallin still at second base. Maggio delivers, swing and foul, straight down, strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Stuber. Dallin leading off second. Maggio looks at him, looks at the catcher, delivers, swung on, hit to third base, fielded, thrown over to first for 1, back to third, cut by the third baseman. So Cash does his job and moves the runner over. Little sacrifice, 5-3 for the first out. So Cameron's on third with 1 out, thanks to the fielder's choice by Stuber. And here's the pitcher, Brett DeGrenier. That's a ball. Dallin stays at third. Not much of a backstop for that ball to scurry away. Even Dallin's not fast enough to get home on that one. Not today. The pitch to DeGrenier. Low and inside. Ball two. 2 balls and no strikes to Brett. Throw back to third. Not in time. So Prime loves to throw back. They did it a lot in the game against the Fury yesterday. That pitch hit out into center field. Splits the outfield. Picked up by the right fielder. He does a little bobble. Dallin comes around to score. And Brett DeGrenier has himself an RBI single. That brings up Carson Race. Race calls time because Maggio is taking too much time on the mound. That's Maggio, not DiMaggio. Maggio's good, but he's not DiMaggio. Maggio steps off, so DeGrenier hustles back to first base. Maggio delivers. Big swing and a miss by Carson Race. Race was reaching for the fence on that one. 2-1 pitch from Maggio. Swung on, popped up. Maggio off the mound, stepping back, misses it. We didn't call infield fly on that. What's that? Oh. So 2 outs. Race hits into the highest fielder's choice. Maggio steps off. Race scurries back to first. And Race reaches second easily as that ball not able to be squeezed by Colton Winslow. Pitch misses for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Colton Winslow. Way high, ball 2. And Race reaches third on that wild pitch. Hit equals another run for the Fury here. 2 balls and 1 strike on Colton Winslow. And that's in there for strike number 2. Again, the catcher not able to hold on to that ball as it's squeezed out of his glove. That tells us that Maggio is putting some crazy spins on this pitch. Oh. Winslow swings at a pitch way high and out of the strike zone. He'll be upset about that one. But it's the first strikeout for Prime. And after 1 inning of play, the Fury lead the Prime by a score of 1-0. Coming up in the top of the second inning for Prime, it's Tallow, Buckholz, Ali, and Ryan. And with one pitch, Tallow reaches on an infield single. That was a hard hit down third base. Nick Grant did everything he could to knock it down, saving a double for sure. I'm sorry, that's Buckholz. Tallow got the last out. And that rolls foul, strike one. Pitch, bunt laid down. Beautiful bunt back to the pitcher. Throws to second. In time.
You better hold that bag.
So umpire calls him out at second. Everything I saw, he looked safe to me, though. So Ali reaches on a fielder's choice. That brings up Ryan. DeGrandier sets, delivers, swung on, hit over Nick Grant at third base. And Ryan's going to get a single out of that, and the Prime now have runners at first and second with one out. That'll bring up Rutledge to the plate. Rutledge, excuse me. DeGrandier throws back to second, safe at second base. DeGrandier throws an off-speed pitch in there for strike number one. That pitch swung on, hit.
Attaboy, Gav. Way to get it in.
Gavin Guin hustles and gets that ball in quickly, and the prime is held to a single, and the bases are now loaded with one out. That brings up Cole. Bases loaded, one out. First pitch to Cole, low, ball one. Nice stop at the plate by Lucas Resigno. Ball's hit down the third base line and almost makes it to the cars. Sorry about that. I was having some technical issues. I think I have them a little bit better. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Cole. DeGrenier deals. That pitch is swung on. Center field. Cameron Dallin picks that ball up, throws home. Nice throw right on the button, holding the runner at third base to nothing. Nice job by Cameron Dallin.
Carson, make me a play here.
That brings up Harrington. Ball's popped up, out of play, strike one. Oh, Harrigan, not Harrington. I said that yesterday, too. Harrigan pitched the first 2 innings of yesterday's game against Fury, where he gave up 4 runs. He went 0 for 2. This one, he grounds to second base, fielded, soft toss over the first for out number 3. And with the bases loaded, DeGrenier works his way out of a jam. A tight jam it was, with a little help from his friends. Coming up in the bottom of the second inning for the Fury, it is Guin, Farrell, Resigno, Grant, and then Wardhaw.
Don't listen to the people that are more than 10 feet away. I'll take care of that. Worked out okay. That worked out for a while. I should have done. I didn't appreciate it. I had an issue recently. So I did it for Shannon. Absolutely.
Maggio is ready. Guin is ready. This is as good as I get. First pitch to Gavin. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Ooh, strike two. Gavin needs to shorten up that swing with 2 strikes on him. Maggio delivers. Guin reaches up high, hits that ball, fielded by the third baseman. Throw over just in time for out number 1. Nice hard hit ball by Guin. Maybe a little too hard. That brings up Anthony Farrell. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. That's the same pitch that Guin hit just a moment ago, but Gwyn's about 6 inches taller than Anthony. He may have wanted to lay off that one. There we go. There's Farrell. Hits that one. Ground ball to second base and eats him up. It gets by him. Farrell reaches on an error. We'll take him any way we can get him, they say, right? So with 1 out, runner on first, here's Lucas Resigno.
Don't be meanin'. Don't be meanin'.
It's a nice move by Maggio, but he didn't complete it, thankfully, for the Fury. Goes home. Ball is low. Gives Farrell a little bit extra time to get there, but not enough. Farrell caught stealing at second base. So with 2 outs now, 1 ball. Maggio turns his focus back to Lucas. There's a swing and a miss for a strike.
Your eye on it. Go there.
I think it's 1-1. That swung on and hit out into the outfield, and it falls between the second baseman and the right fielder. And Lucas Resigno gets himself a single. CNI single, they say. Or I said. Wind picked up just enough to make that ball dance in the air. Fell right between second baseman and right field. Really nothing either one of them could have done there. Brings up Nick Grant. Maggio looks over at Lucas. Throw over. Not in time. Maggio looks in. Deals. In there for a strike. Oh, 1 from Maggio. Steps off to check. Lucas with one of the ugliest dives back I've seen in days. Oh, yeah, it is Anthony running for Lucas. I'm like, I don't think Lucas is number 2. Pitch misses for a ball. That's how ugly that slide was. It turned Lucas into Anthony. There goes Farrell. Gonna try again. And this time he makes it. Safe at second base. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Nick Grant. Anthony Farrell in running for Lucas Resigno, the catcher, is at second base. Pitch high and way outside, ball 3. Coming around and hitting, gets that by third base into left field. Gets by the left fielder. It's going to roll. Anthony Farrell coming around third. He's going to go home. Nick Grant trotting into second base. Nick Grant with a double. And they switch places. Attaboy, Nick Grant.
Start early, get around on one. Punch it through somewhere.
My goodness, I'm having a hard time with this score here.
Next person behind
It's a nice RBI double for Nick. First pitch to Joe Wardhaw is a ball. All right, going down a run is difficult for me to do. There we go. Now I'll leave it alone. It's the 1-0 from Maggio. High, ball 2.
There you go, Nick. Good. Good.
Maggio deals. That one bounces. Ball 3. Again, the backstop is really, really close. And there's no way Nick's going to try for third.
Hey! 3 balls, no strikes. Go.
3-0 on Joe. Maggio deals. High, ball 4. So Wardaw on first. Grant on second. And here we go, the top of the order. Here comes Cameron Dallin. 2 outs.
Nick, you're good. Nobody.
Here's the pitch. Cameron swings, pops this one up, and that's going to go out of play. Back behind the backstop, strike number 1.
I'm watching them for you.
It's the 0-1 to Dallin.
We're good.
Maggio deals. Low and outside, ball 1.
Right behind
1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Maggio deals. Inside or behind him. That go behind him? It did. Went behind him. 2 balls and 1 strike. And coach is going to come out and talk with Maggio on the mound. Remember, Maggio closed out the game yesterday against the Fury for the Prime, so I don't know how quickly he's able to recover. He didn't pitch a lot, but he's still got to be a bit tired.
Somebody's coming back. Some steady that I've done. It should sound it. Never used to play as before.
2 balls and 1 strike to Dallin. Maggio steps up, throw back to second, and he threw it to the second baseman, and Nick Grant chose to go to second base. Makes sense to me.
right there.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Maggio sets.
You're good, Nick.
He deals. Low and outside, ball 3, and both runners advance on that wild pitch. Oh, no, Grant out at third. All right, there we go. 3 outs. And top of the third inning, coming up to bat. It's the top of the order for the Prime. Maggio, Casey, Brock, and Tallow.
Yeah, especially the kid.
Go be back.
Not only when I put with pickle juice, but okay.
Pickle juice doesn't allow you to cramp up.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a great electrolyte. Goes better with Jameson though. Goes better with Jameson.
Oh, great. I'll take your word.
Yeah, I'll take your shot next time.
Oops, wrong button. So top of the third, top of the order for Prime. First pitch from DeGranier low and in the dirt, ball 1 on Maggio.
Well, Brad.
Oh, 1-0 misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Breaking ball lands in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Look at that. Even the umpire agrees with me. Pitch misses low and inside. 3-1 now on Maggio.
Come on, Brad, let him earn it.
DeGranier deals. Swung on and hit out to left field. Lands fair. Throw in from left field to second. Not in time. It was close, though. That was close. So Maggio has himself a leadoff double. That brings up Casey. Casey popped out to center field his first at-bat. That pitch in there for a strike. Swung on, fouled back to the backstop. No balls and 2 strikes now. DeGranier has himself on the mound. Check back to the runner real quick. Looking at home, deals. Inside, a ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still a pitcher's count for Brett. Casey stepped out to swing at that one. Fouls it off. Brett looks back to second. Deals from the stretch. Oh, that off-speed pitch just misses ball 2. And that one misses as well. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Casey's really keeping a good eye out there with 2 strikes. Brett looking in, wants to give a strike here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And we're going to have a meeting on the mound with the Fury coach and Brett DeGrenier. Now, if you're going to have a meeting with somebody and you want to get them a special something, you want to stop by Two Broke Moms on Main Street in Pulaski. They are a specialist in finding that special something for, well, that special someone or just that person that you need to get a gift for. Custom gifts made just for you, for whatever the occasion may be. Shirts, t-shirts, sweatshirts, tank tops, tumblers, mugs, you name it, they can do it. So meeting is over. First pitch to Brock is high, ball 1. That pitch misses inside, ball 2. So Brock reached on an error to the second baseman in the first inning, was left stranded. And pitch low, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. DeGrenier hurrying up his delivery, throws a nice off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Brett deals, swung on, hit hard to second. Oh, and it goes off the glove of Joe Wardhaw and into the outfield. That allows Maggio, who was going on the pitch, to come around and score. And just like that, the prime is on the board. So it's an RBI for Brock. That brings up Tallow. First pitch of Tallow popped up. Shortstop, Stuber calling for it, grabs it in for out number 2.
How was you last time, Joe?
That brings up Buchholz. First pitch to Buchholz in there for a strike. Let's see if Brock thinks he's got some speed here, shall we? Oh, 1 pitch to Buchholz. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, nope, fouled off. Fouled off. So now we know Brock does believe he can steal a base. So no balls and 2 strikes to Buchholz. There's the throw. Misses. Resigno throw down to second. Not in time. Ball goes into the outfield. Dallin right there to pick it up, though. So Brock is at second. Buchholz at the plate with 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Pitch from DeGrenier. Off-speed pitch popped up by Buchholz. And DeGrenier coming in to make the grab for out number 3. So at the end of 2.5, it is the Fury 2, Prime 1. And coming up for the Fury in the bottom of the 3rd inning, it's at top of the order. Cameron Dallin, Cash Stuber, Brett DeGrenier, and Carson Race.
Okay, it's getting hot out there. Yeah. Good thing it's not first. Well, Grace, huh? So the one Grace had the late rooms are so wet. Look at that. We came in. Buster came Friday night. We on Saturday. So what's this guy? Right? We went down to eat the time, right? Yeah. We went down with for breakfast. Down there, they were looking for all Friday. Here? Thank you. Oh, really? Yeah. Ball behind first base.
Oh, I should have made Larry keep running. Oh, he had a little jog going on.
I don't want to get my heart attack. Go, Cameron.
All right, here's Cameron back in, facing Maggio. First pitch to Cameron, low, ball 1. That it is. That pitch misses, ball 2. 2 balls and no strike on Cameron Dallin. Swung on, fouled, strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Dallin. Maggio deals. Swung on, high ball, out to left field. Oh, off the left fielder's glove. Oh, he almost had it. Gets it in quick. Dallin held to a single as the left fielder missed the cutoff man. I mean, not really a single. It's an E7. I can't give him a single. Nope. E7. Still on for. I thought it was going to sail over his head. So with no outs and a runner on first, here's Cash Stuber. And that runner on first is Cameron Dallin. Throw over the first, not in time. Dallin reached. Perhaps you should consider one more step. Here's the pitch. Dallin jumped out for the secondary. Had me fooled. Thought he was going. You know what? I couldn't see if Cash swung or not. I think he did. Throw over the first, not in time. Dallin likes touching first base with his helmet before the ball gets there. When he was a kid and we were camping, he used to like eating dirt, so I understand. There goes Dallin. Throw to second, not in time. Safe at second base with a stolen base, Cameron Dallin.
Good work, Cameron.
So 1 ball, 1 strike on Stuber. Dallin now on second. A single scores a run. It better. Pitch from Maggio. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and Dallin takes third. The ball gets away into the outfield. Dallin coming around third, gonna go home, and he's in there! Safe at home, Cameron Dallin. So, with 2 balls, I think it's 2-1. Let's see what the umpire says. Yep. 2 balls and 1 strike. Stuber returns to the batter's box. Maggio sets and deals. Stuber pops this one up, first base side, and out of play, just back behind the backstop. Count is now even at 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, 1 run in. Maggio deals. Oh, high, back to the backstop, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Maggio popped up high, way back behind the backstop this time. We'll do it again. Maggio deals. Swung on and hit to the outfield. And it falls in front of the center fielder. Just didn't have the gas. Died halfway out there. And Stuber has himself a nice single. So with no outs and a runner on first in the form of Cash Stuber, in steps the pitcher, Brett DeGrenier. Or shall I say, Brett DeGrenier. That's how I prefer it. Stuber with the 3rd ugliest slide back to first base of the day. Maggio, let's check back. Deals. In there, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch from Maggio. Oh, throws over to first, and Stuber back nicely.
Hey, way to crawl up. Way to crawl up. Good work. That's the ball.
Maggio looks, deals, high, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Stuber on first. Maggio deals. Stuber takes off. Ground ball foul on the third base side. We'll come back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stuber had a pretty good jump there. The hit and run was on. Throw back to first. Stuber scurries back.
Go, Brett.
So Brett went 2 for 3 yesterday against the Prime. So far, he's 1 for 1 today. Maggio steps off, takes a little walk around the mound. One ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Stuber on first, DeGrenier at the plate. Maggio looks over at first. Sets, deals, high, ball 2. Counts even, no outs. Throw home, swung on and hit out to center field. Center fielder steps in, makes the grab for out number 1. Nice contact made by Brett DeGrenier.
Have the fun, 2, 3, let's go. Let's go, kid.
That's out number 1. That brings up Carson Race. 1 out, Stuber on first. Maggio steps off Stuber. There's a little army crawl back, kinda. Throw over the first. Oh ho ho. I think if the first baseman was straddling, right? Because it's way slower to move back than to let the ball come. I hate it. I hate that. You gotta straddle. It's garbage. Had he been straddling, Cash had been out. And Stuber takes off to second. Ball is thrown away high. Back to the backstop for a ball.
One, two, three, have some fun. There's a run for you. Let's go. Start there.
Maggio looks in, deals. Low and outside, ball 2. Yep, 2-0. 1 out. 1 out, 1 in, 1 on. Maggio steps off to make Stuber walk back to second base for no reason.
Start there.
Maggio delivers home. In there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now.
Second's creeping.
Throw back to second. Not in time.
Start there.
Maggio deals home high, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Carson Race.
Come on, Carson. Your pitch, Carson. Let's go. Start there. Second's creeping.
Maggio deals home. Swung on, fouled out of play onto the other ball field.
That's a great bunt, kid.
Strike 2. Full count now on Carson Race. Maggio
3 balls, 2 strikes.
looking like he's getting tired out there.
Fire.
1 out. Stuber on second. Race calls time. Too much time spent on the mound for Carson Race.
Keep your bat on your shoulder until he starts making his motions. Here, let's go.
Maggio steps off.
Stop that. What he said.
Pitch from Maggio. Strike, throw over the third, not in time, thrown away into the outfield, and Stuber comes home. So Race strikes out. Race strikes out for out number 2, but Stuber comes home for run number 2 of the inning. That brings up Colton Winslow now with 2 outs and nobody on. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Maggio on the mound, deals to Winslow, low and in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Maggio, leg kick, way high, ball 2.
Come on, Cole.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs in, nobody on. Pitch low and outside, ball 3. Maggio steps off. It is hot out there. I mean, don't get me wrong. Thankfully, it's not turf. It's pitch from Maggio. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Colton Winslow. So Maggio gets 2 strikeouts, but 2 runs come in. And at the end of 3 innings of play, the Fury lead this one by a score of 4-1. Coming up in the top of the 4th inning, it's the 6, 7, 8 batters for Prime, Ali, Ryan, Rutledge. Should they get on, we'll see Cole and maybe even Harrigan.
That's like 3 high.
No, that was real high. That was up by your shoulders, bud. What? No, sorry, sorry. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. 29 minutes. That's what I mean. Even if they're not so good, you gotta try to fight those ones off, follow them off, bud. Anything hittable, battle, try to follow them off. All right, let's go, fellas. We're doing great. Let's go. Come on, Brett.
Sorry, one thing, just their prime certainly was practically not done in the play where they were supposed to work.
Right,
Have to get that timer to, you know?
First pitch hit to, oh, nice grab by the big tall Cash Stuber. Thought Ollie had a little blooper, but no. Ended up being a line drive to shortstop. Who knew? That'll bring up Ryan. Ryan had a single, left stranded at second. First pitch, he swings and hits this one right to Stuber for the second out. 2 pitches, 2 outs. That brings up Rutledge.
ball here.
Now, Rutledge also had a single in his first at-bat. Grenier deals. Rutledge lets one go by. It's a strike. Last thing he wanted to do is have a 3-pitch inning. Grenier looks in, deals. Oh, swing and a miss at a ball that was probably going to bounce in front of the plate. Not a miss, but a foul ball. Missed a hit. That's what I meant. Sure. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ooh, that one misses outside. The breaking ball broke just a touch too much. Swung on, and that's hit, and that's going to make it out into the outfield. One bounce. Dallin. Hey. Oh, how about that kid right there? Somebody's getting ice cream today. 8-3 goes the putout for out number 3. And Dad sure hopes he got that throw to first in time. So 1-2-3 goes the prime on a 7-pitch inning for Brett DeGrenier. Coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Fury, it's Gavin Guin, Anthony Farrell, Lucas Resigno, and one of them gets on. We'll see Nick Grant and maybe even Joe Wardhaw.
Yep. From AAA, they got 25 seconds. Like 25. Okay. In college, it's 25 seconds. There's a clock on the scoreboard. Yep. Okay. And Little League, they don't have the clock. But when I was doing the plates the first game, they were doing the same thing and I was speeding them up. Yeah. I actually bit them yesterday to charge of the fact time ran out. Right. So they could have gone out 2 innings. Right. Yeah. So. But there's no time limit here. There has to be in the rules that the pitcher's got to release in 20 seconds. Exactly. So they do it with some of the 20 seconds. Gotcha. Yeah, oh man, yesterday too. Oh, man. So many times over the players. Thank you. You watch this game like that? I listened to it. The pitcher, I don't know why the guy took the pole pound of first on it. Yeah. The batter can't hit the first ball. Larry Knoxville, the deal was mine. Yeah. Come back. Right. Why not?
All right, and there's the coming down. Coming down has gone away. Or gone down, gone through. Now it's done. So stepping into the plate is number 21, Gavin Guin. Gavin hit a hard ground ball to third base. The throw just beat him out to start the 2nd inning. Let's see what Gavin does here in the 4th. That ball's popped up, foul down the first base side. Oh, just over the fence and out of play.
Come on, Gav. Let's go, Gav.
That was a long strike 1 for Gavin Guin. And that's the kind of power that hockey can bring to baseball. So if you notice, Maggio's out. He finished with 3 full innings. New pitchers, number 4, Harrigan. Now, Harrigan pitched yesterday in the game against the Fury and gave up 4 runs in the 1st inning. That pitch misses, ball 1. So, and then he struck out the next 2 batters, Anthony Farrell and then Daniel Douglas. That ball misses, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Gavin Guin. And what a long strike it was.
Oh, thank you, Rick.
Pitch low, ball 3. 3 balls in one. Oh, that was 4. I missed one in there. Guin walks. So that brings up Anthony Farrell. Now Farrell struck. Oh, quick throw. What's that? Oh, Daniel's in. Thank you. That pitch misses, ball 1, and it gets away from the catcher, and Guin advances to second base. So Guin reaches second on a wild pitch. So no outs and 1 ball to Daniel Douglas. Now Douglas also struck out against Harrigan yesterday. It's a pitch. That's in there for call, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Harrigan deals. Tries for a breaking pitch. It gets away from the catcher, off of his glove. And in there, safe. So that's a passed ball because it popped out of the glove of the catcher. But a nice arm by the catcher, and he almost got Gavin.
Yeah, good work.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Douglas. Swung on and fouled way back and out of play. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs. Runner on third in the form of Gavin Guin. Pitch low and in the dirt. Block. That's Maggio back behind the plate now for Prime. Yep. He's got a strong arm, but he's not going to feel it until Wednesday. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Harrigan deals. In there. Strike 3. So 1 out. Here's Lucas Resigno, the catcher. The coach is anticipating a bunt. I don't know why. Lucas laid down 2 bunts yesterday against Prime. Swinging, ground ball to third, fielded by the third baseman, and the first baseman did not come over to cover. Lucas has himself. I guess you'd call that an infield single. So Anthony Farrell in to run for Lucas. So 1 out. And Nick Grant at the plate. First pitch running. Double steal is successful. And it is now 5-1 for the Fury. So the pitch was a ball to Nick. Yeah, he almost tagged him on accident. I don't know why he didn't finish. Pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Nick Grant. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on, and 1 in. Anthony Farrell on second base. Pitch from Harrigan. Swung on, popped up, shortstop, makes the grab for out number 2.
Don't get hurt.
And Mike Waters steps in to bat for
Anthony, don't get hurt there.
Joe Wardaw. First pitch to Mike. Misses low and outside for a ball. And Waters hits that ball hard to the shortstop. Backhanded, throws it way out of play. On the wild throw, I'm sorry. Who's that? Who was that? Anthony Farrell runs home.
Hey, Mikey, good hit.
So that was a hard hit. I'm giving him a single and an RBI for that one. That brings up Cameron Dallin, the leadoff batter, to the plate with 2 outs. Throw over the first. Scurrying back is Joe Wardaw. Harrigan deals to Dallin. Bounces. Ball 1. Harrigan back to the mound. The pitch. Low and outside. Ball 2. Wardaw on first. Running for Waters. Harrigan deals. Oh, it hit him. It hit him in the helmet. Well, that's taking the bat right out of his hand. You all right, kid? So 2 outs, runners at second and first. Here's Cash Stuber.
Don't get hurt here. Not take the bat out of Cash's hand.
Surprisingly, they're not walking him.
Oh, come on, Cash.
Big swing and a miss, strike 1. Stuber tried hitting the building out in left center.
Hey, 2 outs, though.
Runners at first and second. I'm not going to pay attention to the runner at first because he can't go anywhere. Pitch to Stuber. Swung on, hit. Lazy pop fly out into center field. Fielded by the center fielder with ease for out number 3. But the Fury pick up 2 more runs in their half of the 4th inning, and after 4 innings of play, they lead the Prime by a score of 6-1. Coming up in the top of the 5th inning, it's the 9, 10, and then 1 batters for the Prime. Cole, Harrigan, then Maggio and Casey.
This will probably be it. You just got underneath that one.
Yeah. Well, his first pitch, he was trying to hit it in. Long for large.
Yeah. Yep. You guys want to done too, huh? Oh yeah, I know I do. I want to be on the keep blacking. Not with black on. Oh. Huh? I was at work yesterday and I called and I said, I couldn't hear me. I think it was my phone though, because the press phone was fine. He played it back and saw a little bit.
Well, after he called, I turned the volume up.
Yeah, it did get louder. But, no, we loved having him in, man. It's just so cool. I mean,
I had to lower the microphone volume a bit when I yelled. Bust it out. Protect the driver.
yeah.
First pitch swung on and foul back and out of play.
I said, you poke fun. It's fun because you poke it, you horse around. It makes it entertaining.
I know my audience.
Yeah.
So 0-1 to Cole. Breaking pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. He took a lot off of that one. Brett deals. Oh, comes back and strikes him out on 3 pitches. So next up is Harrigan, the current pitcher for the Prime. Swung on, foul back and out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 from Brett. Misses outside, just a bit outside. Ball 1. Brett deals, low and in the dirt, ball 2. Reaching for it, swinging, and little looper to shortstop, grabbed by Stuber for out number 2. That brings us to the top of the order. The starting pitcher for the Prime, Maggio, and the current catcher. Maggio's 1 for 2. He had a long fly ball to center in the first inning, got a double, and came around to score the Prime's only run in the third. DeGrenier steals, swung on, popped up, third base side, and it lands there. So a little blooper of a single for Maggio. That brings up Casey. Casey's 0 for 2. He also flew out to center field, and he struck out. With 2 outs, he shows bunt. Oh, and it hits him. It hits him. So Casey's on first after being hit by that pitch. Maggio was stealing second anyway. He reaches safely now. It'll bring up the number 3 batter, number 19, Brock. Brock reached twice on errors, so he has no official at-bats. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Hard ball hit right to Stuber. Soft toss to second base for out number 3. So 6-4 goes that put out. And coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Fury, It is the pitcher, Brett DeGrenier, Carson Race, Colton Winslow, then Gavin Guin.
Mike.
Next minute, the playtime remaining in those things. It would be in the Fury's best interest to play as slow as possible. What's going on, boys? Got some futures over here. Interview? Who do you think it is? You're too tall. You're too tall. So how you guys doing? One of we won by one. I guess they Hunter ran out of pitches, so then they threw. They win? No, they lost their one. They threw it and they beat them. Well, go ahead and Hunter ran out of pitches, and so they threw another kid. The kid walked, bases forward, and they threw another kid and he threw it. They walked the last one. Something. How did I finish?
Warm-ups are done. Harrigan deals first pitch in there for a call, strike one. Brett DeGrenier at the plate. Second pitch swung on and fouled, strike two. Well, so far, the Fury is not listening to the idea of take your time, so this is the last inning. So no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch misses high, ball one. Oh, no. Oh, he called strike 3. I thought he missed. Whoops. All right, Brett strikes out looking for the first out of the inning. And that's a call strike against Carson Race. Swung on and fouled. I think it went off his foot. No balls and 2 strikes. Swung on, grounded, down the third base line. Fair goes into the outfield. Carson's trying to leg out a double. The relay not in time. Safe at second base. Carson Race making magic happen out there with a legged out double. He's trotting back to take off some of his clothes because it's just sexier to play baseball that way. So with the runner on second and 1 out, here's Colton Winslow. Pitch misses, ball 1.
Hey, you got seconds there.
Swung on, ground ball, gets by the pitcher. Shortstop coming in to make the play, throws over the first in time for out number 2. Colton does a great job advancing the runner over the third, but is thrown out 6-3 for out number 2. That brings up Gavin Guin. That pitch misses, ball 1. Now, Gavin is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the second and was walked in the fourth after hitting a long foul ball. That pitch in there calls strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch misses high, ball 2. Pitch also misses high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Swing and miss. Strike two. Full count on Gavin Guin. Sorry, I was looking at the other field. Some 12-year-old just hit an inside the park home run. It was pretty sweet. But Gavin Guin walks. You saw that. So runners at first and third. And that first pitch to... Is that Anthony back in there now? To Anthony Farrell, strike one. Second pitch to Anthony, strike two. And strike three for out number three. Really needed Anthony to step out of the box on that one and wait 30 seconds. So at the end of five, Fury leads 6-1. And that's the ball game.
There you go. We're not playing anyway.
Now, one more. We needed to step out of the box a few more times that inning.
Last inning ended before time went up. You get to play one full. Oh, get to finish. We're not going to. I don't have a ball. So I think what they're saying, time ran out, and you were on. Since he was there, but so at the top of the sixth inning, as soon as our turn out. Well, then we go back. Yeah, but still. It's the rule. Everybody needs to step out 5 seconds or 11 seconds.
What? You're not going to stick around?
All
All right. That ball's hit straight to center field. Out number one, Cameron Dallin. 6-1.
So, had our batters stepped out from between Cameron's road, 20 seconds left. Are you serious? They didn't say still on 6 seconds to fight. I don't think we were playing time.
That pitch is outside to Buckholz. So that was Tallow that flied out to center. See, guys, the Johnsons are leaving the building, folks. Swung on, popped up to second base, coming in and making that play. Wish I knew our kids by their faces, but I don't. Oh, that's Joe Wardall. Out number two. That brings up Ollie. Ollie reached on a fielder's choice and lined out to short. Pitch misses, ball one. So Brett's ready to get this game over with. He sets, deals, throws behind him just to keep things exciting here in the top of the sixth inning. 2 balls and no strikes on Ollie. That pitch misses just low and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. DeGrenier deals. That misses, ball 4, and Ollie reaches on a walk. That brings up Ryan. Ryan reached on a single and lined out to cash at second base. Shortstop. First pitch swung on, popped up, third base. Nick Grant makes the final out of the game. Ball game over, and the Furies moving on to the championship. Congratulations to the Prime. Congratulations to the Fury. This game ends by a score of 6-1 in favor of the Fury. Coming up next is a team we have not faced this weekend. It'll be the Fury against the Med in the championship game here at Legacy Park. I am the Dan Dallin. Make it a great day, everyone.